Hey, future tech babes, welcome. Today I'm going to be covering the seven biggest business analyst growing pains when you first join an organization and simple place to beat each one of them. So by the end of this lesson, you have ready to use scripts, checklists, and examples. This is beginner friendly, so think plain English, repeatable steps, and zero flaws. So I'm going to show you what to say in meetings, what to document, and what to push back on nicely. All right, let's get to what's the agenda for the day. Today, I am going to go from clarity to domain learning to stakeholder alignment, communication, requirements changes, tool overload, and speed versus quality tug of war. Which one hits hardest for you right now if you are new to a job in your first maybe 30 days or maybe you're in your first 60 days? Type either 1 to 7 in the chat or just jot it down. So let's start with the slippery one. What exactly is the BA responsibility for here? Sometimes nobody is sure what the business analyst or BA does. That's normal, right? Well, it's not. Make a simple chart. Who does what job? Like chores at home. BA or business analyst ask questions. We draw pictures of how things work, write what good looks like, while the project manager watches the clock and plan timelines, okay? And then the product owner, if you work in an agile environment, chooses what's most important. So before work starts, ask always, what do you need from me? What do I not need to do? So say this, can we make a one-page list of who does what so that nothing gets dropped? Example, like a group project when you were in school, one person writes and one person draws, and then one person presents, right? Remember your group project in school? Because I remember mine. I was a part of a four group, and then some projects were five girls in the group. So yes, we had our own different roles for our final projects and presentations for that course. So great. Now let's learn the topic that we are working on today. You won't know everything on day one, so don't panic. It's okay not to know everything. Month one, you can make a word list of new terms because every organization has unique terms or unique abbreviations that they use. So when you first get into an organization, try to make a new list of terms. Some organizations do have like a list of terms or glossary list. Mine did. So if you're lucky to have that, good for you. If not, then you have to make the list of new terms and ask what each one means because it just might be different from where you're coming from if you are switching to a new organization, or it might be different if you're just new to the business analyst role, right? So, month two, watch someone work from start to finish. Take notes. Just kind of, job shadow them. See what they're doing and how they're doing it. Then month three, you can like suggest one small improvement. Say this, can I watch one full example from the beginning to the end and draw the steps? An example could be like learning a new game. First, you learn the rules, then watch around, then you can play. So you have learned this topic. Next, let's get people to work together. Working together, stakeholder alignment. Different people want different things. Don't we all want different things? That's normal too. So, step one, write a list of the people who care. Write a list of people who must approve. Write a list of people who will use it. Step 2, agree on the problem in one sentence. An example, checkout is slow and customers are leaving. This is like an example of a customer service, you know, uh, a case, right? So step 3, write down big choices so we don't forget. So say this, can we agree the main goal is make checkout 2 minutes faster? Ask that to your stakeholders. An example of this can be like in a soccer team, everyone agrees, score more goals and defend better against your opponent. So now let's talk clarity so that nobody gets confused here. So the next one is communication gaps. Use plain words. If there is a fancy word, explain it once. Make a one-page summary, problem, goal, what's in, what's out, and who is helping. Write a short story about the user and what they need. Story could be, as a shopper, I want a fast checkout so that I don't wait in line. Rules/acceptance criteria, in this case, if the item is scanned, the price should show. If no barcode, ask for a helper. So draw a simple picture of these steps. Pictures beat long paragraphs always, especially for developers. They like pictures, they like flows instead of you writing a whole paragraph because most times nobody wants to read a whole paragraph, right? So say this. So I heard the main goal is a faster checkout. Did I get that right? Always verify, verify, verify with your stakeholders. Example, like giving directions. So when someone asks you for direction, you say, turn left at the big tree. It's clearer than a long speech of go left, go this, go that. There's a big tree there, which is obvious. Get to the big tree, turn left. That's easier. It's clearer. So even with clear words, plans can change in projects. So let's handle that. Incomplete or changing requirements. It's normal. Changing plans is normal. It happens a lot. Sometimes it doesn't. Most times it does. So don't be surprised. Keep a simple table of changes. What has changed in this project? Who asked for this change? Why is this change? And what we are moving to later. If something new gets added, ask what can wait. This keeps work fair. So say this, happy to add this when you're tasked to add something, a requirement. Which item should we move to next time so the team isn't overloaded? Example of this could be like packing a suitcase. If you add shoes, take out a sweater so that you don't get to pay for overweight charges or excess luggage, right? So just like that in a project as well. So cool. Let's talk about tools without getting overwhelmed. Tools overload is another challenge faced by business analysts when they first join an organization or a project. There are many tools out there. You don't need to know them all. So pick one board for tasks like a to-do list. Then pick one place for notes and documents. Then pick another app to draw simple boxes and arrows. Make templates that you don't start from scratch. If your organization already has template, that is wonderful. That is so good for you. But not all organizations have templates, so you just might have to come up with one. So say this. Can we agree on one task board, one notes place, and one drawing app for now? That is if your organization does not have those templates already in place. Example of this, like a school, one planner, one notebook, and one pencil case. So that your bag is not so heavy because when you add those things and then you add your textbooks, Whew, you don't want to get back pain, right? So, yes, last big challenge, work fast but keep quality high, just in case you are under tight deadlines, right? So, another challenge is pressure to deliver quickly. Do a small first version that works. Save fancy stuff for later. Mini plan for 2 days. Talk to people. Draw the steps. Write simple rules. Check risk. Check your work with a buddy, a teammate. Do the rules make sense? Ask those questions. Does it help the user? Ask those questions. Say this. Here is what we can finish this week. The extra ideas can come next. An example of this could be like when you're building a tree house. First the floor, and then ladder first, and then paint and lights later. So let's put all the helpful phrases on one page so you can screenshot this and then use it at your job. Quick scripts, copy, screenshot, or use it, right? First, can we list who does what on a one page? Remember that was mentioned before. Can I watch one full example and draw the steps? Is our number one goal make this faster, easier, or safer? So I heard the main goal is this. Did I get it right? So always clarify, always verify. If we add this, what can we move to next time? Let us use one task board, one note place, and one drawing app for those who don't have templates in their organization. So here's the small version that we can ship this week, so you don't get too overwhelmed. So these are easy lines that you can say in real meetings, keep them on your desk or stick it notes, right? Time to wrap up with the tiny action steps that will help you in your first 30 days or 60 days when you first join an organization as a new business analyst, or even as a business analyst that is already in the job, a role, or you're moving from one company to another. So you can still use this. All right, tech base. So you are doing great, my friends. Congratulations on getting that job. You've done well. You've gone through the interview process. You've gone through the fire, right? So pick one tiny step today. Make the who does what page, or draw the steps of one job, or start a simple change list. Tell your team which one you picked. That keeps you on track. So, questions, if this has helped you in any way, or if you have any questions, leave a comment underneath this video, like, share it with a friend who is new to the business analyst role, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more of these lessons on business analysis for beginners. And you can follow me also on TikTok at Hilda the Tech Bay, same handle, same name. And I'll see you next time.